Hello. Before we start this week's episode of Canon Balls, we would like to take a moment to address something that happened last week. Or rather, a lack of action, a silence on our end. We know our viewers hold us to a high standard, and we would like to apologize for our inaction. Those who tuned in last week may have noticed a certain yellow fry cook was not mentioned in last week's episode. We've all taken the week to reflect on this, and we promise to be better in the future. Thank you to our viewers for your understanding and giving us a second chance. I'm Brian Carey, and this is Canon Balls, a comedy podcast where we discuss the plot of all the Star Wars media that Disney has deemed canon, in chronological order, including books, comics, TV, and movies. I'm joined by my co-hosts and best friends, Aaron Laramie and Wesley. Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no match for a good blaster at your side, kid.
Pull up! All crap, pull up! It's a trap!
All right, and Tudor's intro that may be a little too cool for our show is just fading out now. What did you guys think of the intro? The intro song, Tudor's intro song.
It was real good, probably.
Oh yeah, I bet you enjoyed my dance moves.
In my mind's eye, it was great.
Yeah, I really liked just staring at Aaron's muted face while it played. That was probably my favorite part.
Literally
Gave
almost
each other-
broke my shot glass before we even started drinking. Jesus Christ.
I thought you dropped a spoon, and I was like, "What
My
are you
spoon.
doing?" You're like, "Oh fuck,
Oh,
my
man.
spoon!"
Yeah,
Like,
I gotta.
okay.
Oh man, we're gonna do a little celebratory episode today, boys. We've finished what I'm calling season 1 of Canon Balls. Congrats!
Oh hell yeah! Good job, guys.
Round of
finale.
applause for all of us and our casualties. Speaking of casualties, Daryl, as you guys know, making it around the world in 79 days. Excuse me.
Yeah,
Congrats to him.
and all the murder.
Ooh, that Jameson burned. He has just landed in Rio de Janeiro. He has to relearn the alphabet. So,
That's part of it. That's part of. I remember that being part of Around the World in 80 Days
yes.
or whatever.
Jackie
Like,
Chan and Owen Wilson. They
Yeah,
had to
I remember
relearn.
Owen Wilson was like, "I need to learn how to do the alphabet," and Jackie Chan was like,
Yeah.
"But you already know it," and he was like, "Yeah, but I gotta relearn it. It's the rules. I don't make the rules. I remember it. I was
Yeah.
there."
Daryl doesn't make the rules either, so he's got to continue on his journey and follow in Jackie Chan's imaginary footsteps.
Just
They're
are you
like,
saying,
Daryl,
are you saying Jackie Chan doesn't have feet, or he doesn't leave footsteps? 'Cause
I'm saying Jackie
He's a
Chan
ninja.
leaves no footsteps where he walks.
because he doesn't have feet. I got you.
Yes.
I hope that one of the awards you're giving out is the least amount of feet award.
just stumps.
Speaking of awards, today we're gonna do a little superlative, superlatives for season 1. Characters involved, stories. It'll be a good time. But a lot of people have been waiting for us to talk about chairs, specifically chairs and people.
Lot of person.
And if we think there are more chairs or people on this planet.
You stay right chair.
Interesting first thoughts, Aaron. You're
Rebuttal? Wow.
You guys don't remember that?
No.
All right. You stay right chair. No? All right.
Nope.
Never mind.
So truly,
I think I have to go like the philosophical route that like as many chairs as there are, I don't know. There's a lot of fucking people, but I feel like there's got to be more.
I told you stadiums and movie theaters count as chairs.
No, and I believe like
I have
like
a question. Like, does the whole movie theater count as a chair because you can sit on the building, or the chairs inside count? What constitutes a chair? Everything's a chair if you try hard enough.
Is my face a chair, Wes? Anyway,
It could
so
be.
it's
that's a whole nother conversation.
we had I debated this with a couple other people, and let me just do a Google definition of a chair, and that'll help you out. So a separate seat for one person, typically with a back and four legs. So a seat for one person.
Do stools count then?
A stool is a chair.
I would argue a stool is a chair for sure.
What about like a whole building that you can sit on? Because
I wouldn't say that's a seat for a single person, though.
Because and I think a chair has to have like its main function needs to be
sitting,
like to be sat on. Yeah, like a building has more functions than just like to be sat on.
Right.
Like you can't like live in a chair. I mean, it wouldn't be really big.
He lives in a fruit.
That's unhealthy.
There you go. There it is. Welcome to Sponge Balls.
Yeah.
Timestamp it.
Spongiest balls. Yeah, it's a 4511, Brian. Just write that down.
I nominate that joke for the spongiest balls. Their superlative one.
It's already one.
Nice.
So I'm leaning towards more chairs than people, just because even though there are people in Africa who are too poor to afford a chair, I think that there are obviously plenty of people in first world countries that have a
multiple chairs, like
hundreds of chairs. Like
like
think about
my entire basement.
Yeah,
my basement is filled with chairs.
Yeah,
and I go sometimes when I go down to do laundry, I'm like, you stay right chair, and I talk to the chairs, man. Like it's cool. It's all good. There's definitely more chairs than people. It's a stupid question. Hands down.
Well, where's everybody going to sit?
Exactly. First off, all right. How long does it take a human to get born? 9 months. How long does it take a chair to get born?
I don't know. Last time?
Dude,
I could birth the chair in minutes.
Dude, I could fucking make a chair right now. I bet you by the end of this episode, I'll make a fucking chair.
It's gonna be a poor quality chair, though.
Yeah, it doesn't say. Brian didn't say, "Are there more good chairs than people?" He just said, "Are there more chairs?
Are there more single seats meant for a person?" I already forgot the fucking definition.
That's all right.
This whole argument just makes me think of the ridiculous scene in like Parks and Rec or whatever, where Ron Swanson's building chairs for Tom's like restaurant, and they're like opening early or something, and so he's trying to get him to build the chairs really fast. And there's one part where he's just sitting like working on one, and like just crushes it into like a heap, and is like, I couldn't use that chair; it was too perfect. Like, he's like, it looked like it was machine made.
Yeah, he's like, we want, and then the fucking chick wants to sell them, and he's like, yeah, I only make like 5 every year. And she's like, no, we'll do them, like we'll mass produce them. And he's like, nope, I only make like 5 a year. That's it.
I just imagine if we're producing chairs at the rate that I think we're producing chairs, there's a lot more chairs than people.
How come I've never seen a chair factory?
Maybe you have and you didn't know.
I would argue, I don't know how many factories I've seen of just regular thing. Like for the amount of crap there is in the world, is manufactured.
Yeah, like crayons. Like I've never seen like where do Crayolas come from? I've never been like, oh, that's the Crayola factory.
You ever get one of those weird?
I've actually been to the Crayola factory. Oh. That's not even a joke.
What do they make there? Is it chairs?
It's mostly chairs. It's chalk.
It's just paper for the wrapper of the crayon. Crayons grow on trees.
Yeah. They just make the 64 count box, but there's no actual crayons in it.
See, you say crayons grow on trees. I thought crayons grew underground like carrots, and you pulled them up by the crayon stalks.
Only the carrot color crayons do.
Oh, now
that's a common misconception.
Yeah, I'm very
common misconception.
I'm a very confused person when it comes to things. Especially chairs, but no, way more chairs than people, hands down.
Oh, yeah.
I'd bet my bottom on that.
Bet your bottom.
Get it?
Bet,
That's
bet
where
my
the chair goes.
bottom. I bet my bottom.
Welcome to Ogre Balls. This is our swamp.
Donkey.
Oh man, should we add it? All right, so let's get into these superlatives. The people have
Yeah,
been
boys,
waiting.
I'm feeling the superlatives.
Yeah, I'm sure our 3 fans are like, fuck, I can't wait for the superlatives.
It is about 3 fans. Marty was so excited when I saw him the other day.
And speaking of fans, where do fans get made? Are there more fans than people?
Definitely not.
Dude, fans murder people in Japan. You gotta look it up.
Gotta look it up.
No, what the fuck, Aaron? What the fuck is wrong with you?
Oh man,
Gotta take a look.
I need to slow this Jameson pace because right now we're at a shot per superlative. Unless someone wants to match me on that.
Yeah, I've been drinking literally all day, so
All right.
I think at the end of it, I might throw up.
Did you win kickball?
Yeah, we won 7-3, 1-0, boys.
All right.
Yeah, baby.
Great start to the season.
1-0, undefeated.
Hopefully you can
Undefeated.
keep that momentum going. I can't wait for skee ball to get started again. But
yeah, that'll be fun, man. I'm jealous. I wish I could come play skee ball with you.
Yeah, the issue is the lanes are real tight, so we can't really socially distance and play in a reasonable amount of time.
Yeah, but it's brutal because, like, if you know anything about me, you know that 2 things: that I love putting wood in the 5-hole.
Yep.
And
No, that's
also
for a fact. No, that firsthand.
And I love tight lanes. And those are 2 things. Like, that's like when you think of West, you think of tight lanes and wood in the 5-hole. And like,
what other hole are you gonna put it in?
That's the only one worth putting wood in.
Yeah.
So superlative number 1. I wrote down best baddie, best villain. So
See, I have to say, Brian, I'm a little sad with best baddie you didn't throw in.
Hey, you get to nominate your own people. Let me read out my nominees, and you could argue your own.
Go ahead.
So we've got Princess Fanry from Master and Apprentice. We thought she was innocent the whole time, but she knew all about the Kohler crystal and whatnot.
Yeah, next thing you know, she's like Polar Crystal Express. I'm Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
And you were like, oh shit, that's bad.
Allie, you're like, I don't know.
Darth Maul.
Tickets, please.
Shut the fuck up.
Yeah, all right, go ahead, Darth Maul.
Darth Maul from Phantom Menace. And then Count Dooku from Dooku, Jedi Lost.
He was in that one?
Dooku's in that one.
Oh, shit, I didn't know that.
Well, we couldn't hear me speak. If you go back and listen to episode 2, we have no idea what I said.
Yeah, you were like, this one's called Dooku, and I'm like, I wonder who's in it.
Yeah.
And then I spent an hour listening to you garble over a microphone, and I was like, I don't know what the fuck's happening. I was like, I'm so fucking confused.
I will drink to that.
I'll drink to that.
He's got to take that shit out of his mouth when he's talking.
Did you only do 3?
That was the 3rd JMO shot, yes.
Mm-mm.
Now he's talking about baddie.
I mean nominees.
Yeah, I did 3 nominees. Do you guys want to throw anyone else's hat in the ring?
I got one, but I'll let Aaron go first if he has somebody.
I don't necessarily have somebody off the top of my head. It's just the way Brian phrased it, best baddie. I was thinking he would throw some, like, baddie as in, I don't know, like
Batman.
Like some Princess Leia, like Slave Leia type baddie. That's what I was. The language took me for a second, but
yeah, no, more like an English sense of baddie, like a villain.
Yeah.
Nice. I have.
I don't know. Nice. That was hard to follow. Wes. I apologize.
Yeah, no, good one. Anyway. I like the robots from Skrono Tugs.
The serving droids, okay.
Yeah, I like them. And also, I want to say my number 1 nomination is Daryl for going on this 79-day around the world trip and leaving us here. Can I not say that?
Oh man, that'd be funny. I don't hate that. So nominees for best baddie are Princess Fanry, Darth Maul, Count Dooku, the serving droids, and Daryl. All right. Raise your hand if you're voting for Fanry. Darth Maul.
It's Darth Maul. It's Darth Maul. No?
So you're gonna throw out the Daryl suggestion and then
I thought we were going to unanimously Daryl.
Are we being serious, or are we just voting for Daryl? Because
Yeah, we're a very serious podcast. Wes.
yeah,
Hey,
no, believe me, I know. I am totally sober
all right,
right
you swung my vote. I'll go to Darth Maul.
Okay, yeah, I'm fine with Darth Maul. I like Darth Maul.
Darth Maul is probably the best villain in the entire thing.
All right, Darth Maul, your award will be in the mail. Should we name our superlative something? Should the prize have a name?
Yeah, you got anything offhand?
No. I literally...
I get it offhand like Luke. That was a good one, Wes. It was funny.
Best person with one hand, and the offhand award goes to.
yeah. Luke, Anakin, basically Eddie Skywalker, right?
Everyone loses their hand.
You know what? I'm okay with Daryl not winning this, but we got to call it the Daryl Byron Memorial Baddie Award.
I like that because we're gonna do these every season. I'll make note of that. Daryl Byron Memorial Baddie Award.
Yeah, goes to Darth Maul. Darth Maul couldn't be here because he had a previous engagement.
Yeah,
and accepting the award on his behalf is no one. We're a podcast.
Your Daryl Byron Memorial Award is in the mail.
I like it's the Daryl Byron Memorial. Like Daryl didn't make it.
Spoilers! Hey, that's the end of season 2.
he's dead to the podcast, so I figured that was good enough, right?
All right. Next category. I don't have a fun name for this one, so favorite protagonist. All right, so my nominees: Qui-Gon Jinn from Phantom Menace. Do we want to make it from season 1? So Qui-Gon Jinn from Phantom Menace, Master and Apprentice, and that weird Qui-Gon Jinn comic that sucked?
I feel like it can be specific thing. Like I might not like Qui-Gon Jinn in that comic that sucked, but he's a badass in Phantom Menace.
You know what?
Like,
just nominate Qui-Gon for every one of them.
Yeah.
Qui-Gon Jinn from Phantom Menace. Qui-Gon Jinn from Qui-Gon Jinn comic.
Okay.
Qui-Gon Jinn was just like, and the winner is
Honestly,
Qui-Gon Jinn. Yeah.
You've won the Qui-Gon Jinn award. Qui-Gon Jinn from
Oh
Phantom Menace.
shit! I think you got it, bro.
favorite Qui-Gon Jinn is Qui-Gon.
The Qui-Gon Jinn Memorial Award.
And the winner is
He's
Qui-Gon
actually
Jinn.
dead. Yeah, he's
And the
actually
winner is
dead.
Yoda.
All right,
Oh,
so
man.
favorite protagonist: Qui-Gon Jinn
Yep.
from Phantom Menace, Rael Alvarez from Master and Apprentice, and Yoda from Star Wars issues number 26 through number 30. Do you guys have any protagonists you'd like to throw into the ring?
Strono Tugs.
Strono Tugs. All right.
I'm feeling very nostalgic to see the episode.
Yeah, episode
Yeah.
1. Everyone loves
Throwing
episode
Throwing all
1.
his weight behind episode.
Cannonballs.
I'm like,
Of Cannonballs.
Strono Tugs.
Yeah, not Phantom Menace of Cannonball.
I do have one Strono Tugs award idea, so he will have an award named after him at the very least.
Thank God, his best chef award.
Okay, yeah, I'm feeling like looking at the short list here that despite the like fluctuation of kind of our interest in Qui-Gon Jinn, I think he for sure is the strongest like general protagonist, other than if we threw just like Obi-Wan in here, because I think Obi-Wan is more generally liked among the three of us than Qui-Gon is. But
yeah, I felt Obi-Wan hadn't really developed here.
Not enough.
Yeah,
yet.
I agree.
Yeah, there's not enough Obi-Wan shit yet.
I kind of felt like there wasn't a super strong villain or protagonist in season 1 of Star Wars.
Star Wars does have a pretty weak season 1.
except Daryl.
Oh yeah, Daryl's a
You
strong.
didn't vote for him, Wes. God damn it. That's on you, motherfucker.
Oh.
All right,
Rats.
So I have to say, I'm going to put in my vote for Obi-Wan.
What a douchebag.
No, I'm into Qui-Gon Jinn for
Yeah,
Phantom Menace specifically.
Qui-Gon Jinn from the Qui-Gon Jinn comics.
All right, and the winner of favorite protagonist, Qui-Gon Jinn. Do we just want to name each of these awards after the first one to win it?
No. We got to come up with something good.
Okay. Do you have anything good?
Yeah, like the Daryl.
Remember when you guys said, "Hey, tell us what you want to do Wednesday, and we'll give you some feedback."
Yeah, you never sent it to us.
Oh, I absolutely did on Wednesday.
He definitely did.
Oh shit!
I said I was content.
It's here now. You're right. Oh man.
I, for the record, was fine.
Yeah, I don't know. The Qui-Gon Jinn Memorial Award.
All right. Next award, or Qui-Gon, your best protagonist awards in the mail.
Yeah.
Take it
Qui-Gon couldn't be here as he was burned at the little Bernie altar thing, so he is dead. The end.
Are all Jedi burned when they die?
I'm pretty sure that's like a thing. That way they don't come back as White Walkers.
It's like the Viking burial deal. Yeah.
Oh man, Wes, are you looking at the Google Doc right now?
Nope.
All right, good.
Perfect.
I'm excited for you to be surprised.
Oh, dude, I'm loving it. Dude, the last thing I expected was Qui-Gon Jinn to be nominated 3 times for 2 things. So I was like, oh fuck, who's gonna win the Qui-Gon Jinn award?
All right, I'll do Qui-Gon Jinn award ? For season 2. So
we'll figure it out.
Next category, spongiest balls. We have 1 nominee. Earlier today, I said that's unhealthy. After Wes said he lives in a, what did he live in?
Fruit.
Well, I thought we replaced it with something. He lives in a chair.
Wait, what does he live in?
Under a rock.
Hold on, what does he live in? What are they selling?
Chocolates. I
want to throw out the possibility that our best SpongeBob joke so far was our little intro that we did this episode.
Oh, I like that. Our apology?
Our very important apology about not addressing a certain yellow
fry cook,
hold up fry cook. Yeah,
you guys are having. Real
I hope
problems
we
with
lost
simple
at
parts of
least 1 subscriber after that apology.
You think?
At least
You think that's
1.
the thing that they're turning it away?
They're like, all right, what are they doing for the finale of season 1? What's that even mean? Star Wars isn't in seasons. And they're like, the fuck? And just shut off, unsubscribe.
Probably.
They unclick the bell.
So shout out to them.
This one's for you.
Comment, subscribe.
All right, so Wes, are you going to vote for that's unhealthy or the apology from the beginning of this episode for the Spongiest Balls Award?
I like the apology.
All right. I'll also vote for the apology.
Yeah, I mean, it wasn't great, but I think it's groundbreaking for our podcast. Like
to actually apologize for something.
Yeah, and me and Aaron used the mute function on our stuff, so that was pretty cool. Like,
yeah,
I just
technology.
didn't even say anything.
Technology award.
Yeah, like that's like pretty solid, man. Like we've never tried that before.
Yeah, I held my breath the whole time.
Yeah.
I don't know what sort of technological hurdle could cause this, but I really hope I listen back to the episode and the song didn't even play.
I mean, that's my dream. It's just like 15-second dead silence. All of us just like
Dude,
staring at
half
each other.
an hour, like,
we're like
30 seconds, dude. We're just like, do.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Yeah.
it's just nothing. Just dead silence. That's my dream.
I agree. All right, so Spongiest Balls, does that go to me? Will I collect the Spongiest Balls award for the apology?
Yeah.
For the intro?
Come on down.
Thank you.
Speech.
I would like to thank the Academy.
He's not even thanking us, Wes. We helped him with the idea. Asshole.
Guy. You know what? That's it for me.
Honestly, it was Aaron's idea.
That's really what I was waiting for you to say.
And I get no credit. Fucking, I'm done with this shit.
You didn't
Yeah.
even know what I meant by the apology.
I really wanted this award to go to me. That's why I suggested the idea last week and then also suggested it as an award winner for this week.
Fucking piece of shit.
Next category, the Wesley Blank Isaac Award. Oh wow, another award I may collect.
Hey, I was gonna say, can anyone else collect this but you?
Did I collect it?
Brian stacked this in his favor pretty significantly.
Man, at the end of the day, you're like, dude, do you remember when we started that podcast and Brian Carey won like 5 awards?
Oh my! So we should actually name our awards so we could like promote our show and be like winner of 5 Canon Balls awards or something.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That is
dude,
true.
we could do it where it has like the little awards at the bottom, and
Yeah.
it shows like when they do like movies, and they're like winner
Brian
of
Carey says
10 directing awards, and it's like fucking classic Brian.
All right, so the nominees are Wesley, you stuck-up, half-witted, scruffy-looking nerf herder Isaac. Wesley, Wisa no like the Nabuk. Isaac. And Wesley, Choscrunny Dopot Slimo. Isaac. Do you guys have any other nominees?
So I don't have nominees other than these. I think they're all excellent, and I think this is the hardest award for me. Because truly, it's the second, for me, it's the second and third choices in both of them because it's quality of delivery and difficulty. I think
the second one gets the edge because Brian had to do the ticking thing with
the ticking one. I was like, holy shit!
I think that's gonna be it.
I didn't think he was going to do it, so I think I'm
when
leaning
he does the intro, right, and me and you stare at each other uncomfortably while he talks. and I'm like, yeah, this is totally normal. And Brian's like, this week on Canon Balls, can you believe it? I'm just, and it's like when you script the first fucking 15 plays of a football game, and you're just sitting there like, I'm the offensive
Why are they running on
coordinator.
3rd and 15?
Yeah. Dude, I'm sitting there as the offensive coordinator, like my job is useless. But
just punt instead.
But when it's like fucking 3rd and 15 and it's like halfback dive, I'm like, that's weird. And halfback dive on 3rd and 15 is exactly what the fucking second
is our
nominee is.
podcast.
And he did that. I was like, what the fuck? That's my vote.
All right,
you got my vote.
I'm so happy to accept this award. I'm gonna hold off on JMO shot number 5. For just a minute or so, just an award or two.
A little drunken slob.
It's the season 1 finale, you guys. But I'm so happy. I come up with all of those. I'd like to thank George Lucas.
I come up with all these. Thank you, George Lucas.
I wrote all of these.
I wrote the Star Wars. All right.
I lived it. I lived the Star Wars.
So
go ahead.
Oh wait, are we fine with the Wesley Blank Isaac Award? Is that what that's a good name for it?
Yeah, because I would argue
Okay, good.
We could definitely tweak them like a little in the future if we find some sort of inspiration. But I think for sure for like
if
the
we
placeholder,
get to the end of season 2, no one's gonna be like, you didn't call it that at the end of season 1.
Yeah, and if we're having that problem, like
we made it, boys.
We did it. You know what? If somebody says that, I will quit my job on the spot.
Yeah.
I will call my job over the podcast and quit.
Yeah.
Holy
and then we can be
shit.
like, and now
That's
for an
content.
ad from Manscaped or
And
whatever,
that
we can cut to our fucking ad break.
That is promise. That is all of our listeners.
And this resignation was brought to you by Manscaped.
Hear ye, listeners of Canon Balls.
Do you ever cut your balls while you're shaving your dick? Boss?
Yo, you ever been fucking bleeding out while you're trying to shave? We got something for you.
You ever keep trimming even though every girl says they don't care? You're like, I care.
Even though the only people that notice are other men.
Yeah, right.
Well, you only trim to talk about trimming with your boys.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
You ever shave your balls so well that they just get itchy and uncomfortable the entire time? And you're like, why'd I do this? Hey. You ever shave your butthole and then the hairs grow back and stab you in your butt parts?
Oh, man.
And you're like, why have I done this? Well, we got a product for you.
Wes, are we poking at a hornet's nest with you over there, bud? Are we hitting a little too close to home?
All right. Well, Brian does a good job shaving his butthole, and he kind of
Oh,
turned me
we
on
can
to
talk
it.
about how I. Oh, do you use my technique?
What
Are we getting
with the cold water?
Oh, that too.
What technique are you talking? Technique.
the up and under.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I haven't done it in a while though, because then I gotta put like fucking
'Cause of
Vaseline
quarantine.
in my ass, and nobody
No,
wants.
so I actually own a Manscaped trimmer.
Oh, nice. Sponsored by Manscaped.
Well, that's just like I'm using a machete on my own asshole because of Brian's technique.
I should have known. I'm using a fucking butter knife.
Yeah. Wes has got butter knife and some Crisco, and he's going to town.
I actually just use butter.
I can't believe it's not butter.
Oh,
Good,
Yeah,
good choice, Aaron.
that's what they all say.
Avocado oil.
Yeah, exactly. Wes, you got to be healthy, bro. Come on. Coconut oil all the way.
Oh, Jesus
I-
Christ.
Keep that asshole looking youthful.
I just use like the oil that they serve you when they give you bread at a fancy restaurant. like the herbs in it and shit. I'm just splashing on my butthole. Yeah, I'm like, parsley oil on my asshole.
Oh,
And
man. I'm just
You can
renaming
step
the
from
next
fresh bread.
award to keep that asshole looking youthful
Yeah, and then
award.
like later on, I'm like, let me just run this baguette through my butthole. It'll taste real nice. And everybody gets all confused and weirded out.
Wait,
I'm
the
like,
baguette in your asshole.
You're like, Steph, get me the oil and a fresh baguette.
I'm like, Steph, you know what day it is? Get me the oils. Give me the oils and some bread. It's time.
She's standing by the oven waiting for the timer to go. It's almost done.
She's got the oven mitts on.
Yeah.
She sprints to the bathroom with the hot baguette.
Baguette.
Oh, shit.
Yep.
So speaking of hot,
The hottest take, or the keep that asshole looking youthful award.
that's the catchy name we're looking for right there.
Yeah, that's it. That's the award.
Nominee number 1. Battle for Winterfell wasn't bad. Wesley Isaac.
I like zero context. It's like we were like, yeah. So I watched Star Wars and I'm like, you know what? Battle for Winterfell wasn't bad, and that's it. Like no context. Fantastic. I love it.
Hot take number 2. A straw has 0 holes. Brian/Wes.
when did we get into, because I remember that conversation, but was our conclusion that a straw has 0 holes?
That wasn't the conclusion, but we definitely made the argument.
Yep, we argued
All
sides of the
Yeah,
argument.
like,
Okay.
like how many holes does this letter that I have? You know, 0 holes, but
There's a clear one right in the front.
don't be a dick. But like now,
Oh, man.
All right.
You know, Wes is
And the
serious
last
when he
one.
gets in his don't be a dick mood.
yeah, see, look. Now look, see,
Perfect.
Still 0
Now the
holes.
straw.
Yeah, for our audio listeners, Wes just rolled a letter up into a straw and looked through it like a pirate.
To prove that straws have 0 holes.
Yeah, proving something. I'm not sure.
I am willing to bet I did the same thing when we had the actual first conversation. 'Cause I
You
have
probably did.
I have all these bills sitting over here that
And they're
nobody's
all
paying
rolled up
for.
into straw
See, they're all
shapes.
crumpled up into circles.
Yeah. You guys only
Is
see this
this a
part of my
hole? Is this a hole?
you only see this part of my room, but this shit's been eating me up. Everything I have in here is rolled into straws, and I'm like, which one's a
There's a
hole?
bunch of push pins in Wes's wall with
Yeah,
fucking
no, my
straw.
whole fucking everything, my degrees,
Wes
everything I have
pulls
is
out the
rolled up
push
into
pin.
straw.
Is that a hole?
Everything I have, everything I own is rolled up into a straw at this point. This is my
And
life
nominee
now.
number 3, most babies aren't cute, by myself.
So I have a strong opinion on one of these.
No other nominees to start.
Not that I can think of.
I liked my hot take of when we had the conversation about how racist America was, and I said, just be cool, don't be racist.
That was kind
I
of
don't know
a
if
hot
that's a hot
take.
I don't know if that's a hot take. I feel like most people feel that way.
So, listeners
I like-
probably know I'm a bleeding heart liberal.
You
We
don't
won't
say.
get into it, but That take may not be enough for some people. It's hot. It's hot in some circles, I'd say.
Do you think it's as hot as most babies aren't cute?
I don't think so.
I don't know.
My
still don't know if I agree with
vote
that
is going to go for Battle of Winterfell wasn't bad as the hottest take.
I agree. That one is the one that I have a strong
Wesley,
opinion about because
your
that is
award
wrong.
will be in the mail. Congratulations for the Keep That Asshole Looking Youthful award.
I'd like to thank Steph for putting oil on my butthole and the French people for making baguettes.
Get the bread.
Thanks for the bread. Thank you.
Oh man.
Good night. And butter knives. You know.
Oh, you guys.
Clean your butthole. Keep it clean. Thank you very much. Good night.
Also, everyone should own a bidet. Coming from myself.
We're sponsored by bidets, so buy a bidet. Use code.
Dude, I would love to be sponsored by a smart toilet or something.
Use code Spongy Balls when you buy your next bidet, and you'll get an error saying that the code doesn't work.
Yeah, you can use it. Yeah, bidets. You use them bidet and tomorrow.
Oh man,
for the rest of your life.
You use them bidet after day after day.
Use them every bidet.
See, we'll get a code and have Honey inflate our numbers from running our code through bidet orders. Anyway, let's talk more algorithms with the Impression Award. So your nominees are Wes's Watto impression, Brian's Boss Nass impression, which kind of already won an award tonight, and Wes's Jar Jar Binks impression.
Okay, so now before we go anywhere, let's run through those.
Okay,
right? Even if it's just a 5 or 10 second, like this is all I got off the top of, but we
just off the cuff.
Well, but for the audio listeners and for myself, I
noticed that you didn't have an impression in there, Aaron. Do you want to just give anything? De Niro, just whatever you got.
I agree. I'd like to hear almost any impression. Doesn't have to be related.
Whatever impression you have right now.
Anything at all. Anything at all would be good.
Just to be in the running.
See, if it's not Star Wars related, though, I feel like it's kind of nonsense. So
I gave a pretty decent Zordon from Power Rangers impression the other day. I said one word. Do you know what it was?
Can you
Rangers.
give me a Zorro impression?
Rangers. I like it. What was the Wes?
Give me a Zorro impression. Antonio Banderas, go.
Let's appropriate.
See, when I think of Antonio Banderas, all I can think of is him saying, "My boots are made for walking," as Puss in Boots in fucking, like Shrek 2 or whatever.
Shrek Forever After.
Yeah,
so
whichever.
We're gonna go on a little tangent here. You guys know there was a live-action Fairly Odd Parents movie, right?
Is that like the live-action like Dora that they did, where it's just weird, like Uncanny Valley?
So you guys have no idea that it exists, right?
I was not aware. No.
I'm going to give you 3 guesses at who played Timmy Turner.
Drake Bell.
All right, Aaron knows he was lying.
Oh, that's
no, I am aware of that part. I was gonna
say French Stewart. I was like French Stewart.
I was gonna go through it back.
Wait, do you mean French Stewart or Jimmy Fallon?
Yeah, the older brother from Hannah Montana. I'm trying to think
the older brother from iCarly.
Yeah, of course. Spencer's Gifts.
Yeah.
Yep.
Ooh.
He owned Spencer's Gifts. That was his whole joke. And then he got fired and worked at that shitty movie theater.
Has he been
right?
canceled for something?
I have no idea.
I don't think he's big enough. It's like if they're like, let's just cancel Wes, I'd be like, okay.
Yeah, sorry, if you're listening, Jerry, we're sorry, but you're not big enough to be canceled, unfortunately. You have to just keep working at that movie theater and you'll figure it out, bud. Just keep saving.
What's the song?
Oh.
What's the song?
You guys remember that Drake and Josh episode where they're filming the crime show in the movie theater? And Josh really wants to
give me the money, I ain't playing.
It's like, whoa, take it easy, man. And Josh can't hit it, man. And then Drake Bell says it by accident. He's like, whoa, take it easy, man. I'm like, wait, can you say that again?
Yeah.
Whoa, take it easy,
man. Give me the money, I ain't playing.
I guess you do.
Do you guys remember lines from the show, but not that? No, never mind.
What's the song? Isn't it "She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain"? That they sing to him to make sure he's okay.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, he's like, "She'll be coming around the mountain." And they're like, "Oh no, calm down." Yeah, that's great. Good job, guys. We did it. I think that's the end of the show.
All
so
right.
that was Drake and Josh Balls.
So the nominees are Watto by Wes.
Your Republic credits are no good here. Yeah.
I gotta think of
I happen to have a chance cube in my pocket that only has enough space for one chance cube. Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Thank you.
All right, Boss Nass by Brian. We will give you a banadongo, but you will have to travel through the planet core. Now
Okay,
go.
Do it.
See, that might push me.
Blah, 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 blah.
All right, Jar Jar by Wes Isaac.
What's my Jar Jar quote?
I was honestly I was searching for another impression by someone.
I don't
you,
even
you
remember
just make
doing
fun
it.
of him. You just make fun of him when you do it.
Yeah.
Do the Misa Spake, or it's a Gungan city. 'Tis a hidden city.
No, my real Jar Jar impersonation is like, Misa not qualified to run the Senate, but Misa give supreme powers to Chancellor Palpatine. Don't worry, Misa give it back, but Misa
Where's my
spake.
scoreboard?
Misa Spake. If only I could see you, Brian.
I'm not in the Discord. Oh, we went back to Google Meet. That's right.
Jesus Christ.
Shit, you guys haven't witnessed any of my shots, have you? This
No,
is why
you
you don't
keep
drink
saying that.
5 Jameson shots on.
I'm just staring at Wes.
Well,
Yeah, I've
There
been
goes
staring
the
at Aaron the whole
scoreboard.
time.
why don't you guys have the Twitch up so we could have 4 viewers?
I can't look at the notes. and
Holy
at Twitch
shit,
up.
we've got 3 viewers. I
It's
only
all
have
me.
2 burner accounts. Oh, it is you. God damn it, Aaron.
When I look at the viewers, we have 7.
What?
So when I click on the viewer list, it's now it's 6 people.
Somebody was like, "Yeah, I'm not fucking staying in that shit."
No. All right. So impression award. Who votes for Wes's Watto?
It's good, but
who
I
votes
don't
for
think it's quite
Brian's
the best.
Boss Nass?
Give me the one more time.
Who votes for Wes's Jar Jar?
All right.
I think they have to go Wes's. They have to go Wes's Jar Jar for
What?
a couple reasons.
Wes,
No,
who did you vote for?
That's a bad
Wes
choice.
didn't vote.
Did Wes
Yeah,
abstain?
Yeah, I felt it wouldn't be fair.
So wait, I think Aaron should vote then.
So I'm actually going Watto because that probably is the best impression by like its actual definition. Brian is so close with Boss Nass. For some reason, you need more like malleable jowls.
Yeah,
like you don't
I need to get
have
fatter.
for someone who has the the self-professed Sylvester Stallone disease, and I don't want to misquote, so I'll let you quote specifically what it is.
So it's made up. It is a made-up
Yeah.
disease. There is no medical reference of this, but my mother claims when I was born that I have Huffnagel's syndrome.
You got punched by Rocky.
I came out of the womb and Sylvester Stallone came in and fucking bopped me in the mouth. I can see it. Honestly, I can see it when I record. It just this side goes down when I talk. I can't bring this side of my mouth down. Physically,
Yeah, for a man with such loose lips, the Boss Nass shape.
I resent that. Loose lips sink ships, Aaron.
Yep, that's it for me.
Let's sign it off.
I was gonna say, does it count when the ships dribble a little bit on the?
I
on
definitely
the
drool out of one of these sides, the one I cannot feel.
Yeah, if the ship is drooling into the ocean, does it mean anything, or is it just...
I Google Huffnagel syndrome and I find Habsburg syndrome, which is like the Austrian inbred family, but I have no Austrian in my heritage.
I'm gonna say that's probably not what
I
you're...
don't think
Well,
it's
that's
like
good.
they've got like the giant lips, and they just look very inbred.
Yeah, I like when I take the bread and put it on my butthole.
Yeah, that his butthole is inbred.
Speaking of bread,
So, Aaron, you're voting for Watto?
I think I'm going Watto.
All right,
Yeah, Boston
Wes,
very close second.
Would you like to name the impression award? Just give me your best Watto impression, and I'll name it that. The Republic Credits Award? Is that what we're going with?
the only hyperdrive in the entire area award.
The Hyperdrive Award? Sounds good.
The entire galaxy.
I tell you won't find another one anywhere around here. Award.
Yeah. All right. We got 2 more awards, kind of.
Oh, kind of is good.
All right. The greatest fight of season 1. We've got Darth Maul versus the Padawan, whose name I did not write down from those comics.
Yeah, I'm sure that one's going to win.
Yeah, that's in a sweep.
We've got Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon.
Obi-Qui.
We've got Strono Tugs versus the serving droids.
Ooh, Dark Horse.
We've got Yoda / Luke versus Garrow / the Rock Monsters. Weird little spell check there.
Oh, it's not Harris?
It is not Harris. I am so glad 6 Jameson shots deep, I remembered Garrow. You know, the guy who was a rock bender, earth bender.
I watched last Avatar or whatever.
Yeah, the first bender.
Honestly, Avatar The Last Airbender is a fantastic show. If you guys haven't seen it, you should watch it.
Nah.
Why not?
I have not watched it, but I've heard it's excellent.
Nope, we're stopping the podcast now. Why just nah?
They find him, and they're like, this little kid is going to save the world. And I'm like, this is cool. And they put together 30 episodes teaching him how to waterbend. And then they're like, we ran out of funding, so we're going to teach him the other 2 in like 5 episodes. And it's too late, and that's it. And I was like, yeah, that's cool. But I'm like,
so you've seen it all?
I watched it live as a kid. So I was like, okay, book 1's done. He knows how to waterbend. I can't wait for a 30-episode season. And they're like, yeah, so rocks, just, move them a little bit and then fire. It's hot. You're ready.
So,
and I was
you want to time out, want to witness my Huffnagels? I go on this side, and I go, it can't on that side.
This is going to be great for our audio.
Anyway, Avatar.
Yeah, I'm very confused.
Oh shit, you can't fucking see me, that's right.
Yeah, dude. You want us to have, we're like, I'm sure it looks good.
You guys are the best co-hosts.
So,
should I cry right now and give you guys the best co-host awards?
Yeah, fuck you.
I won't cry. Wes says fuck you because he totally is that can I cry right now and give you guys awards.
Yeah, I'm like, guys, I just want you to know that you're the best.
You guys.
Oh, fucking shut up. Fucking listen, guys.
So, greatest fight. Who's voting for Darth Maul versus the Padawan? Not me. Darth Maul versus Obi-Wan and Qui-Gon? I'm raising my hand for Wes and Aaron.
I think it's hard to not say between music.
It doesn't matter what Wes says. Wes, what's your argument?
It's obviously the best one. I mean, I wanted to go with like Qui-Gon Jinn versus own inner demons is my favorite battle.
Yeah,
I like how you remember that.
Versus sex.
Yep. So he goes to meditate in the darkness tree or whatever.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. That would be mine. But yeah, the Darth Maul battle is way better. Yeah. Nobody's like, oh, we care about Qui-Gon Jinn's emotional stability. They're like, oh, that guy has 2 lightsabers out of 1.
So
what?
Master Saifa Diaz he gets visions like Qui-Gon, and his master is just like, yeah, I'm gonna just stay his master for the rest of the time because he's kind of fucked up in the head. Qui-Gon, similar visions. They're just like, let's let him train people.
Yeah, let's give this guy the fucking the full
Let's not
gamut.
put him in a
Put
straight
that
coat.
guy in
He's
charge.
like, oh man, the boy who races the pods, he's gonna fucking balance the force. They're like, yep, I'm gonna offer you a seat on the Jedi Council. It's like, I decline. So I think Darth Maul won again.
Yeah. Your award will be in the mail.
Jewel
We'll
of the
send it to
Fates
his
Award.
grave.
All right,
Jewel of the paperwork. Yep.
the Jewel of the Paperwork.
That's what they say.
I like it.
Jewel of the Fates Award. All right, so to round this up, we're going to go through and rank everything we've read / listened to. So I'm going to go in order of what we read
Like
and
in order of how we
podcasted.
did them, or like
And
the
then
actual
basically I'll start with Recipe for Death. And then I'll go Dooku, and I will ask, will you put Dooku higher than Recipe for Death? Obviously, yes.
canon.
Okay. Do
And
I
then
have?
we'll go through it like that. So if two of
how
us
many-
put it
how many
higher than something,
lifelines?
we move it up.
How many
Yeah, can
lifelines do I have?
0.
Do a 50-50.
0 lifelines. 0 50-50s. You can shake hands with Howie Mandel. He won't elbow bump you, but I will call Howie Mandel. He'll shake your
fist bump me?
hands and then
Wow.
literally cut it off and get a prosthetic like Luke Skywalker.
Call the banker, try to get you a good deal on a new one.
All right, Recipe for Death. Are we going to put it above anything? No.
Well, it's the first one, right?
Yeah. All right. Dooku Jedi Lost. Are you going to put it above Recipe for Death? I am.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I would say that is, yeah.
So Dooku Jedi Lost. All right. Coming up next, we've got Master and Apprentice. The novel Obi-Wan, Qui-Gon, Princess Fanry. Are we going to put it above Recipe for Death?
I would say this, in my opinion, is in the middle, below Dooku, but above Recipe.
Whoa,
And
hot take.
And closer to Dooku? Is that a hot take?
I liked it better than both of them.
I also liked it better than both of them. All right.
I think the Dooku one doesn't have enough backstory for me, but we've discussed that.
So we've got Master and Apprentice. Wow. Did Aaron, just pause here. Did you really like Dooku?
I mean, I'm thinking about it more. It might be like liking that episode in particular more, maybe.
The one
trying
where
to
we
think
couldn't hear me. Honestly, our first 2 episodes are actually pretty good.
Well, that's what I'm saying is like I liked
Yeah, that's true.
thinking back, but it might be my affinity for the episode more than like the actual content. Because I agree
I'm fine
again.
with
Like
that.
thinking
Nobody
back now, I remember,
cares what we actually rank them.
Oh yeah, no, I know it's really not a big deal.
I'm pretty
That's why
sure
I'm
this is
laughing
the
at your
most.
hot take thing.
I think these are the most important decisions we've ever made. So this will
I
shape
vote
our
that
future.
we go back and switch our hot take to this hot take. No,
Fuck you.
Um,
That's my award.
yeah, I'm definitely fine with Master and Apprentice being above Dooku.
All right. Well, you just need 2 to get ahead of someone, I think.
Yeah, because
Math.
there's 3 of us. Is math.
Age of Republic, Qui-Gon Jinn. Qui-Gon helps the tree lady, and he meditates in the tree and fights the dark demons. Wes talked about it. Better than Recipe for Death. I will vote better than Recipe for Death.
Yeah, I would say yes.
You
All right.
guys fucking hate on Recipe for Death, man. I love some strong.
Better than
thugs.
Dooku Jedi Lost. Anyone think that?
No.
All right. Qui-Gon's going number 4 right now.
You guys fucking hating on Recipe for Death.
I don't. Do we put Recipe for Death above Dooku?
No.
I don't.
Well, then Wes, why are you?
Why am I
This is
what?
like I don't like the placement. Would you move it? Nope.
All right.
Yeah,
so
but it wasn't so bad.
Star Wars number 26 through 30, aka Yoda and the Rock people. Better than Recipe for Death.
No.
I'm trying to remember.
Yoda shows up. Is that the one with the kids, little kids?
Yeah, they're jacked little children.
He fights the grown-up children.
I changed my mind. I like that one.
So I'm gonna vote it higher than Recipe for Death. So
you know what the issue is though? I like that one because of how stupid and ridiculous it was that he goes into the mountain.
I feel like that one is not great. But
better than the Qui-Gon comic. I'm gonna vote yes. He just Dennis Rodman's and meditates in a tree.
He kind of does.
That's the whole comic.
Dude, Dennis Rodman's a fucking champ.
Dude, he's friends with Michael Jordan and Kim Jong-un.
Yeah.
Is he
Kim
friends
Jordan.
with Michael Jordan, or does Michael Jordan just
tolerate him?
No, I'm confident they're not friends.
Yeah, I don't think that Jordan and Rodman are hanging out every weekend like us. Like they don't have their own podcast.
Like Rodman and Kim Jong-un are.
Rodman and Kim Jong-un have a competing Star Wars podcast doing the same
They do.
thing.
What's it called?
Kim Jong-un's balls.
Yeah.
No, we're better than that. What's it called?
Kim and Rod's balls.
No, that's childish. What's it called?
Oh
That's
man,
childish.
you got to
Our
work
name
in
is
how
Kim
Dennis
Balls.
Rodman has broken his dick a couple times.
Now, is that on him or Carmen Electra?
I don't know if Carmen Electra was actually the woman he broke his dick with.
Oh, okay. I just know that they were a couple for a pretty significant, or maybe not significant, but they like a noteworthy couple.
I keep making exaggerated facial expressions and then realize that because of our poor video setup, you cannot see my face.
Actually,
Wait
I took
60 seconds and see my face on Twitch.
yeah, I know. I took a bunch of photos of you that I have, and I just look at all of them all the time.
You just have a slideshow going?
Yeah, it's on like a little sticky notepad, and I flip through it, and you just make different faces.
It's not even pictures; it's just his drawings. It's a comic that
They're very crude Brian drawings of you just making faces and drooling on yourself.
Do you remember the Brian Carey current?
Yeah, the BCC. Yeah, that's what we did instead of doing schoolwork.
Oh man, we got to talk about the tossed salad at some point. Not today.
We were getting into pretty significantly oiling up that ass, so I don't know how that didn't transition to
Yeah, I
any
agree.
sort of salad tossing conversation.
All right, let's exclude names. So this captain of the Black Pearl we know.
Daryl.
Decided to distract me in civics class and write these little comics called the Brian Carey Current.
Mm-hmm.
We were talking about whether America's a melting pot or a tossed salad.
Are you talking about your imaginary friend, Brian, that since you've disputed...
I have claims that the captain of the Black Pearl does not exist.
Okay, because I fought you on this.
You did.
There was
I just
a
want
time
to put it out there on public record.
There was a time that Wes believed in the captain of the Black Pearl.
I remember bringing him to a function that we had, and
he brought a whole bag of pizza?
But
He brought a grocery bag filled with loose slices of pizza. This man did not exist.
That's because
That sounds like a man who's just trying to be considerate.
I was like, you know what you should do? Brian's mom has this party in the summertime. There's kegs
Acoustic
and
Rick
food.
is there.
There's a bunch. There's a bunch of shit. It's a party, so you should come. And he was like, "Sounds good. Wait a minute, let me bring my own food."
I should
It's like
bring food.
if I showed up and it was like, "Wes, what do you got there?" I'm like, "Oh, it's just a dozen hard-boiled eggs." I didn't want to be inconsiderate. And eat you
I
guys'
brought my
food.
own jar of eggs.
I brought some pickled hard-boiled eggs.
Yo,
Just
what
for
the
me.
fuck?
I'd be
I
like,
was like-
weird, but okay, thank you, Wes.
I was like, "Bro, did you bring a grocery bag filled with with like moderately cold pizza.
Did you bring
And he's
enough
like-
for everyone?
He did bring enough for everyone. Everybody could have eaten out of that pizza bag. Nobody wanted to because there was actual food there, but everybody could have.
Catered or whatever.
I can't.
That's just a guy who cares a lot about his ship and his pizza, and he's just trying to be considerate of others. I think it's well intentioned.
Best captain
So
there ever
anyway,
has been.
the captain of the Black Pearl, after I made the argument that America has become a bit of a tossed salad instead of a melting pot, high school Brian may have had different political views. Said breaking news: Brian tossed insert teacher's name salad in civics class, and handed me that in the middle of some tests.
Need more time.
Need more time. All right, we're getting too deep on personal references.
We learned nothing.
So, do we think Star Wars issues number 26 through 30 with Yoda battling the Rock Kid is better than Qui-Gon sitting in some tree? I say yes.
Yeah, I mean, buff, whatever. Like
That's
the buff
two yes.
teenagers.
Do we think it's better than Dooku? I say no.
But isn't the Qui-Gon one above Dooku?
Isn't the what one?
Isn't the Qui-Gon comic above Dooku?
No, that was our whole debate before we talked about tossing salad.
Yeah, we put the Qui-Gon one below it.
Oh, you're right. We did. No,
You
you're
guys
right.
voted that one.
Is it better than Dooku?
I thought you were a big fan of Dooku. Wasn't that or was Wesley
No,
a fan of
I was saying
Aaron loves Dooku.
I was conflating it with the actual podcast itself, not like the story.
Is conflating a word? Do I just not know that word?
What? Yeah,
we definitely don't know a lot of words Aaron says, and we nod. But let's check them.
I want to talk about conflating.
Conflating is definitely
no, you said it.
It means to gerund or present participle.
Conflating.
I hate it when Aaron uses words that I have to look up two different words in the definition of the definition.
But conflating is just like combining two like things into one. Like
I believe you. I'm not going to do it.
Okay.
We're going to gerund or present participle.
I believe it's not present; it's present participle because it's talking about the part of the sentence in which.
This has been Canon Balls Podcast. We're signing.
Why wouldn't you just say conflicting next time? Everybody knows conflicting.
But that's not right. They're not conflicting.
Oh yeah, because the gerund participles makes way more sense.
Yeah, when you present the participle. No, guys, it's the present participle.
Fuck English. All right, let's switch languages.
Yeah, I agree.
Oh, Jesus Christ, Aaron. Go teach an SAT class, God damn it.
Yeah, you're like, I was conflating the other day about thinking about Dooku. Dooku conflates a lot when he has a lightsaber. I'm like, what are you talking about?
When I was working as a clown, I was conflating a lot of balloons into animals.
Oh man!
I literally saw Marty and he's like, Aaron uses big words.
Did he really say that? I feel like I don't.
You have an extensive vocabulary, my friend.
Yeah, your vocabulary is very conflating.
Say Brian just struggled to pronounce vocabulary.
Vocabulary.
Right?
I think he also said extensive. Like you have a very extensive vocabulary.
All right, we're just downing the next JMO shot.
Dude, how can you say that and then get all of the Wesley Blank, Cho Skunnery, Dopot, Slimo eyes? Like, how can you pronounce that like perfectly? But
I have no idea.
Vocabulary is a hard word to say.
Native
Cho
Malaysian.
Gomo Depot, and I'm like, all right.
huh?
And
Cho
like,
Scrunny Dopot, Slimo. All right. What were we
I'm going. Yeah, better than Dooku.
I'm not going better than Dooku.
Oh, am I the tie break? Yeah, not better than Dooku. Dooku's
Okay.
better.
I was confusing the episode for the quality of the story, and they're not.
You guys vote on whatever criterion you want. All right.
Me too.
The Darth Maul comics. Better than Recipe for Death.
Nothing is.
Yeah, Recipe for Death is number 1.
Yeah.
That's what we're doing. We're working from the top down, right? So
Hey,
it's Recipe for Death,
at the end of it, I'm just
Qui-Gon
gonna put.
comics.
Better
I'm gonna
than the
put Recipe
Qui-Gon
for Death
comics.
on top.
I will vote better than the Qui-Gon comic.
What are we talking about?
The Darth Maul comic, where he's angry and then he
I
goes
did
and
like Darth Maul.
See the inclusion of Cad Bane.
Yeah, Cad Bane is sick, and like I think getting more depth on Darth Maul's character outside
We
of
get a little bit
like
more.
any of the animated series is nice. I think he's a character that people like across the board, like he's like a Grievous or whoever, who's just kind of like a fan favorite, interesting character.
Yeah.
And he's a guy who people want more backstory off. Then I think even though this wasn't like extensive, it was something. And
Also, go buy
so
this
for me,
graphic novel because the artwork is really fucking sick. Like I didn't get to
so
talk much about
I'd put
that.
it pretty high for those reasons for sure. I'd put it pretty high.
So
Yeah,
above
when you were
Qui-Gon,
talking
that's 2
about it-
votes. Above Star Wars 26 through 30, I will vote that again.
Yeah.
Above Dooku.
I would say
Yeah.
above Dooku
I
and not
think
Master
above
and Apprentice.
Dooku.
Yeah. I think we have conflating opinions, but
You're really trying to use that right. You're
Did I
really
tell
Do you have like
Did I
a
get
word
this
of the
time?
day calendar?
No.
How do we get that vocabulary, Aaron?
You conflate your ideas altogether.
oh,
That's also
man.
not the correct usage, but whatever.
I brought my car down to the shop and they had to conflate my tires.
Yeah, they're like this tire's deconflated.
Is that correct?
No.
Rats.
All right. A very short Mace Windu comic called The Weapon.
So wait, hold on. What was the consensus? Is that below Master and Apprentice, but that's
Yeah.
all?
Below Master and Apprentice, above Dooku. So it's second
Okay.
right now.
I like
Is
that.
the Darth Maul comics. The Weapon. Mace Windu comic. There's the Outer Rim planet. It's super short.
Yeah.
There's the terrorists. They're like, oh, we can't go against the planet laws, and we have to put all these kids in jail. Better than Recipe for Death. I think we're all in consensus there.
Nope.
Sorry,
Consensus that it's not.
Who should I tweet all of these at Landry Quinn Walker, the author of Recipe for Death? Imagine if I just became a Landry Quinn Walker troll.
Oh,
Jarvis
Landry,
Landry,
if you're
Brady
watching.
Quinn, Delaney Walker.
That's right.
Are those your first 3 picks this season for Fantasy West?
Oh shit.
In that order.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Can't wait to win.
So better than Recipe for Death. In my opinion, it's slightly better than the Qui-Gon comic.
Yeah, Qui-Gon's not exciting, and I think Mace is a more interesting character than Qui-Gon is.
But I don't
Yeah,
think I'm going to
also-
put it against Yoda and the Rock people.
No,
Yeah,
I like the Rock people.
Okay. So above Qui-Gon, below Yoda and the Rock people.
Yeah, classic Rock people.
All right, The Weapon, Mace Windu.
You know what kind of music the rock people like?
Hip
Jazz.
hop.
You two are the worst. We're
I thought
canceling the
Eric was
show.
gonna take his dick out at the end of it. And I was like, that's the end of the podcast.
Yep.
I was like, I guess that's it.
I'm
All right.
joking. Take my dick
Yeah,
out.
you stood up
That's
and like
season
pulled
1.
your pants a little bit. And I was like, what is he doing?
Queen's,
I forget that. Yeah, you can only see me.
Queen's
Yeah, it's just-
Peril. The Padme story that is basically half a Padme story, half Phantom Menace. This
See,
is
this
the
cheating?
toughest one for me.
It's half Phantom Menace.
The second half of the book is Phantom Menace.
Yeah,
That's
like,
the
I'm
tough
saying
part.
that, like,
Is there is
cheating.
no plot that is original.
Yeah.
Besides,
Not cheating.
besides
but,
they
like,
went to Neurotransmitter. Fuck, I'm not going to remember the band name. Neurotransmitter Anomaly. That's not it. I'll find my
that sounds-
notes. You guys debate amongst yourselves.
That's close. That sounds pretty like a conflating idea. I believe
Yeah.
it.
All right, Neurotransmitter. You guys
Did I
are
get it right this
debating
time?
among
you
yourselves.
use it incorrectly once.
I hear no debate.
Yeah, that That one, remember when she was like, I'm not the queen, you are?
Neurotransmitter affection. I didn't even find it.
You just
Oh, nice
remembered?
job.
Yeah, I actually did.
Yeah, and you know what the best part
Yeah.
about it is that nobody would ever believe that you lied, because what would you
Yeah.
actually gain? If you actually looked it up and then you're like, I just found it, I just remembered. Nobody cares.
If anyone thinks
we
I can
believe
read
you.
what's going on the screen right now, they haven't been watching the YouTube channel and seeing me take these Jameson shots.
They haven't been watching.
Tune in next week.
Watch Brian drink some more JMO.
I will drink a lot less JMO next week.
I want to do this thing where I drink an entire bottle every time we play, and it's different liquor, and then I rate it.
Every time we play?
Yeah, every
what?
time we play friendship.
Like I show up to your house and can Wes play?
Yeah,
Can
we're
Wes
playing
play?
Cannon Balls.
Hi,
Yeah, dude, we
Mr.
play-
Isaac. Can Wes play?
Every time we play Cannon Balls.
All right.
All right, so Queen's Peril, better than Recipe for Death. I think it's
Yeah.
better than the Qui-Gon comic.
Yep.
Better than the Weapon comic.
Yep.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's better than the Yoda story.
I think it loses points because
Its
doesn't
only
have
plot
like
is-
the original story. It doesn't have like
It
unique
missed-
story beats.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they missed out on a good opportunity to fill in some blanks. So
If anything, I think we
close.
could hold this really low because it is just taking off of like stuff from Phantom. Like it's riding the coattails basically of Phantom.
yeah,
Menace,
it pretty
where-
much conflates
Which is an
right
odd
Phantom
coattail
Menace.
to ride.
Yeah.
We got a coattail to ride. All
Do
right.
you think Phantom Menace's coattails are just Jar Jar's big ass ears?
And that's it for me. Good night.
And now I'm gonna take my dick out.
Live on Twitch. Come see
Yeah,
Aaron's
everybody
dick.
Jump on Twitch. Throw your Kappas in the chat or whatever the fuck. I don't know Twitch stuff.
Aaron's gonna stand up off that chair that there's more of than humans and take his dick
Yeah,
out.
I'm gonna stand on 3 different chairs.
I'm gonna just type in the chat "nice cock" and see if we get like a moderator of Twitch
Man, yeah.
to hop in our views just to bump the numbers up.
Oh, that'd be pretty sick.
Yeah,
Art.
Hey.
eggplant emojis. There we go. All
Just
right.
throw my
plug camp
So
in
yeah,
there.
I agree with everyone else. Queen's Peril below Yoda and the Rock people.
Yeah, I'm okay
Yeah.
with that. I'm okay with that.
All right, and now we get to Phantom Menace, the most interesting placement.
It's number one.
So behind. No,
So if you want to go number one, I'm gonna put it below Master and Apprentice on my
That's
list.
it's number one.
Aaron, you're the tiebreaker now.
I mean, I think it's really hard not to say it's number one. I mean, even looking back on the awards that we gave out, I mean, I feel like several of them went to Phantom Menace. I mean,
Yep.
It was protagonist, it was villain, it was fight. I mean, like we go through our list, and I
You
feel
raise
like
a great point.
half of them or so of so I think it's close, and I think Master and Apprentice of the canon that I had not experienced that we like.
That's the best one. That's the
Yeah,
best
If
one.
I were
I
going to
would
talk
tell
to a
that
Star
is
Wars
number
fan, I wouldn't tell them to do anything in season one except Master and Apprentice. I'd be like,
Yeah,
that is a good book.
yeah. I
Well, that's the
absolutely
one.
agree. And if they like have a big boner over like Dooku or Darth Maul, maybe like suggest the others. But I would agree, Master and Apprentice is probably the only one that I would like even consider
Worth
looking
reading.
back and like rereading or like taking an extra look at.
Yeah.
It's really hard not to say Phantom Menace is the best, so I'm gonna say Phantom Menace is the best.
Phantom Menace is the best. Too bad we already
Number
used that
one.
clickbait last week.
Very nice.
All right.
Phantom Menace, very nice.
So
Yeah.
Yeah,
How
much?
that's a conflating idea that you have there.
You're not
Is it right?
conflated with you don't
Hello?
you're not conflated with my impression of Borat.
do we have a late entry to the Hyperdrive Award?
Yeah, what was
No,
it?
God no.
What was it? What did you say? Did you say very nice?
All right, so our rankings stand at Phantom Menace number 1, Master and Apprentice number 2, Darth Maul graphic novel number 3, Dooku, Jedi Lost, number 4.
I was like, is that it?
You're in suspense there for a second. What was it?
Star Wars issues number 26 through 30.
That's what we're
Queen
talking
Sparrow
about.
number 6, The Weapon, Mace Windu number 7, Qui-Gon
Star Wars.
number 8, Recipe for Death number 9. Number 9, the last in the rankings is gonna get the Strono Tugs Award. Should we call number 1 the Strono Tugs Award? I feel like that'd be more fun.
Well, Strono Tugs is recipe. Like, I feel like.
Yeah, it might be like the Sacco Award. I think.
Yeah,
it's
I
the
was
same
gonna say. I think it's got to be the.
It's got to be the
Sacco.
worst. It's got to be the worst. The Strono Tugs Award.
The Strono Tugs Award goes to Recipe for Death.
Featuring
Landry Quinn
Strono
Walker,
Tugs.
your award is in the mail.
Yeah.
Yeah, LQW couldn't be here tonight.
Sure.
Because,
Yeah, send us your address and some bank account info, and we'll wire you the money and get that award to you.
Yeah, and send
Is that-
me a credit card and your bank.
Yeah,
information.
the name
And
of the pet you grew up with. Your
Yeah,
the street
and your
you grew
social
up on,
security number, your
Yeah.
favorite color,
your
and
mother's maiden name.
and yeah, and your send me your money. I can definitely conflate about that.
Oh shit!
All right,
You
well,
did
if
this,
you're
Aaron.
still listening, here's usually where we go into the YouTube comments, but no one commented on our last video.
What? I'm so surprised.
We got 20 views, which isn't bad for our
For the 1 week.
our usual
like 6
shit.
day.
Um,
I feel like
wow.
we're hitting the 20 like on average throughout. Like it's between 20 and 30 for like a week, and then as weeks pass, we get into the 40s and 50s, and so.
So before I
and
took
then,
the 7 Jameson shots, I made a checklist of closing the show.
Sure.
So we are live on Twitch when we record.
Mhm.
Sundays 8 or 9 or sometimes 10. Hit the bell and you'll know. What are you doing at Sunday at 8, 9, or 10?
where
Probably
are your
nothing.
kids?
If you
I'm doing
listen to this show, if you've gotten this far, you're not doing
Thank you.
anything at 8, 9, or 10 on a Sunday. Would you guys agree?
Yeah, I'd much rather not be doing this. So yeah, yeah, I agree.
I agree.
So we're live on Twitch. I play games in the week sometimes. Ghost of
Yeah,
Tsushima, very good. If you want to see me check some boxes,
Dude,
be
I
a
want to
samurai.
watch you play that shit.
Yeah, dude.
I'll just
Hit the
play
bell.
it myself.
Ring the bell, Aaron.
Oh, I'm ringing it right now.
Yeah, I'll just.
We gotta tell we have
You
all
can
we have 7
ring my
viewers on Twitch right now.
bell.
We have 7 viewers on Twitch. They gotta all ring that bell.
That was close. Wes? Ring
That was
my
close.
bell. All right.
ring it, ding dong.
We
Put
have
a
social
ring on it
media.
or whatever.
I think we actually have an intern who's going to be active on our social media. So more on that later.
Subscribe. All of our cannonballs.pod.net at Ask Jeeves.
Yeah, we are Cannonballs on everything. Twitter has a limit on characters. We're not Cannonballs Podcast like every other platform. We are just Cannonballs Pod.
Cannonball
Like a
Fest.
pod racer. Like this is podcasting. This is pod racing.
Now this is
Okay.
pod facts.
Yep. Next week will be
fuck.
interesting because it is a fucking Charlie Foxtrot after Phantom Menace of all the
Yeah, I can
media.
imagine.
Did you say fucking and then change it to Charlie Foxtrot?
It is a
instead of saying
fucking Charlie Foxtrot.
It is a fucking
clusterfuck.
bad thing. I'm like, interesting.
So I have a few of these. You guys can't see it, but it says 5-minute Star Wars stories. Strike back.
And some of these, and some of these.
And I also have this, which is 5-minute Star Wars stories. So we've got a few of those.
I like
A
them.
few other
Shiny.
short like web series things and stuff. So I think what's gonna happen is I'm gonna get through a whole bunch of random shit next week for you guys.
Yeah.
So it's a bunch of stuff. It's like summer Star
And
Wars
then
stuff.
we've got,
like summer here and summer there.
Yeah, then Exactly. Then we've got like we've got an Obi-Wan graphic novel the week after.
Oh fuck!
So next week's gonna be random as fuck. I have no idea what entails, but then Obi-Wan in 2 weeks.
He was Obi-Wan.
It was his hat, Mr. Krabs. He was Obi-Wan.
It was his lightsaber, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah.
He
All
was
right.
Obi-Wan.
Now, before I sign off, I'd like to say that we always bullshit and fuck around on Twitch after the stream. So if you want that extra content, you should probably ring the bell on Twitch.
Yeah, I don't even want the regular content.
You can support us on Patreon if you like the extra content on Twitch.
You can support me by sending me your credit card information.
Yeah.
And Mother's maiden
Pet
name,
names, streets,
first pet, street you grew up on,
Just send me
elementary
pictures of your
school.
dinner. It'll make me feel better. I'll
make
give you
and
my cell
model
phone
of
number.
your first car.
I just want pictures of the food you eat.
if you're hungry.
If you have ants in your house, send me photos of the ants and be like, look at these ants.
Do you
And
want
I'll be like, that
ants?
sucks.
Because this is how we get ants.
Would you take traps?
What do you mean by that? Would I take them?
I can afford
Take
about
them
that.
where?
Like a photo in the picture frame that I'm
No,
sending.
I don't want that. I just want pictures of the ants.
Oh, okay.
Send me photos of your ants, your dinner.
Your uncles.
Yeah.
What about my dinner covered in ants?
Oh shit, that'd be good. Yeah, send
your
me
third cousins.
yeah, whatever, man. Cool
Brothers-in-law.
cool pictures of vegetables that you find. I got a bunch of vegetable photos on
What
my
does an
on my
artichoke
phone.
look like? None of us have any idea. Send a picture.
Yeah. Just send whatever you want. Just
Are you a chicken parm or an eggplant parm person? Let us know in the comments.
yeah, that's very important. Whatever
Does
one
anyone
wins, I'll
have a
do something
sign-off?
crazy.
Yeah, I do.
All right, Aaron. As we always, wait! Don't do it yet.
I'm not saying shit.
All right, because I
And
closed
Brian.
VLC, and I was going to give them Tudor's intro again, but it'll be an outro.
Oh, dope.
So
I like it.
I am going to keep on talking until I pull that up.
Me and Aaron will just mute each other and stare at each other.
Yeah, Wes and I will mute and just stare like we've been doing this whole time.
We played it early because I am unprofessional. All right, Aaron,
Hey.
as we always say on the Canon Balls Podcast,
Let's oil up that. Let's oil up that ass and get the herbs and spices. Fuck you.
all right, mute yourselves, motherfuckers.
Pull up. All crap, pull up.
Do a dance for me. Just wiggle a little bit.
It's a trap.
Should mute myself, huh? Oh well. No one's listening at this point.
Yeah, we could hear